Hi, this is Kate, your head teacher at englishanywhere.de, and I wanted to take this moment to introduce myself. So I'm Canadian, but I live here in Germany, and many people have asked why I'm here. And that story actually starts right at the very beginning. I always think that Canada looks very much like a thought bubble. Looks just like this. This is Canada here. We have a big bay up here. And my hometown is called Windsor. It's right here at the bottom. Windsor, like the castle in England. So I lived here until I was 7 years old and then moved north to our capital, which is called Ottawa. And just in case, if you're wondering just how big Canada is, to drive from my hometown of Windsor up to Ottawa, it takes 10 hours to drive just this far here. I lived here for 2 years with my family, but my dad got a new job, and his job took us then to Tokyo, where I learned French, and I also learned Japanese basics. I spent 3 years in Japan at a very good school, and when I came back to Canada, back here to Ottawa, my parents were a little bit worried that the school might not be challenging enough for me, so they put me in a French school where I had math, science, history, everything in French. I lived here for 2 years and took everything in French and was speaking French all the time. After that 2 years, I moved to Kuwait with my family and lived with my family in Kuwait for 4 years. That was all of high school. I graduated high school in Kuwait, took Arabic for 4 years, and then moved back to Canada to university here in my hometown of Windsor. Here I studied communications and knew at that point that I wanted to teach and I wanted to travel. And for many Canadians, the answer is teaching English abroad. Most people in my position would either go to Korea or to Japan. And I thought, since I've already been to Japan, why not try something new? And I went to Korea. I had only planned on staying in Korea for 2 years, but in that time ended up meeting a very nice German man who became my fiance and then husband and then the father of my children, and that brings us here to Germany. So I love teaching English. I have taught elementary school, adults in Korea, a very good girls' high school, and then came to Germany where I focused on business English. I teach professionals how to use English in their office when they're worried about memos and emails and phone calls coming in English. I love it. And now I've been teaching English for almost 11 years. And now I wanted to open this online school for you. In my life, I have learned 5 different second languages. I've learned French, Japanese, Arabic, Korean, and now German. And also teaching English for 11 years, I started to notice that people were really improving when we focused on 4 very specific things. Take a look at my next video where I will explain what those 4 things are, which is the base of englishanywhere.de, and how we can work together to improve your English the fastest.